Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Monkey Joe's, known as the place where you can party big and play great, has been a part of many people's lives, but not including me. This popular family entertainment center has so much to offer, from private birthday parties to the arcade games, and of course the large inflatables. It's beloved by many who grew up going to it, even if some people say it's a Chuck E. Cheese knockoff. One reason people think that is because of their mascot, Monkey Joe. I mean, who else would it be? This larger-than-life monkey has been with the company since nearly the beginning, entertaining and kinda scaring kids and parents who have encountered him. But what many people don't realize is that Monkey Joe actually has some history. It's not much, but it's still worth talking about. So in this video, I'm going to go over the entire history of Monkey Joe's, talking about the overall character design, the mascot costumes, and a few other things. So without any more monkeying around, this is the history of Monkey Joe's mascots. Before we talk about this partying primate, let me go over the history of the place that he represents, Monkey Joe's. Now, the history of Monkey Joe's isn't really well known and hard to find, but to summarize, Monkey Joe's first opened around August 2004 and opened its first location in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's a pretty recent business. I wasn't able to find out who the founder of Monkey Joe's was, but I do know the business was originally known as Jumpin' Joe's Party and Play Center. It wasn't until the opening of the second location, in North Carolina, that the name of the company was changed to Monkey Joe's. Why the name change? Well, it's because the same year of the rebrand, the company Raving Brands purchased Joe's, and I'm guessing they thought it would be a wider appeal if the company had a cartoon monkey as the logo. They were kinda right, since Monkey Joe's immediately took off in popularity, and more locations began opening. I also bet Chuck E. Cheese influenced the name change. And that's where our mascot story begins. Now before I go talking about the mascot costumes, let me first go over the Monkey Joe character and his backstory.
Summers are for monkeying around! With locations in Greenville and Spartanburg, Monkey Joe's will keep kids active, happy, and healthy in the upstate, no matter the weather. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, or call us to learn more.
So around the time of the rebrand from Jumpin' Joe's to Monkey Joe's, the company introduced its brand new mascot, Monkey Joe. Now I'm not sure if Monkey Joe was actually around before the rebrand. Like, was he the mascot of Jumpin' Joe's? I want to believe that could be the case, but there's no evidence to prove that. But going over his character design, Monkey Joe is a purple monkey wearing some athletic clothing. His fur is a darker purple, while his skin is a lighter purple. His clothing includes a yellow jersey with red details, green shorts, and red and white sneakers. His design absolutely gives off Avenger Chuck E. Cheese vibes. Almost like Monkey Joe is a result of Chuck E. Cheese having a baby with Bonzi Buddy.
Subscribe to Nathan Spies.
Interestingly, despite being a monkey, Joe doesn't have a tail. Which brings up a question I have. What kind of monkey is Monkey Joe? Is he even a monkey or an ape? Maybe he's a chimpanzee. Or maybe he's the same monkey species as Curious George, since he's also a monkey without a tail. Tales aside, did you know Monkey Joe's has lore? Well, it ain't much, but we do know Monkey Joe's origin story, and how he came up with the idea of the Family Entertainment Center. It's kinda long, so I'll try and shorten it for you, but without further ado, here's the story of Monkey Joe's. Monkey Joe's story begins on an island named Cocoa Nutty Island. That island is home to many monkeys of different colors and different patterns. The monkey we are focusing on in this video is Joe. Joe was a very active and healthy monkey who loved doing things like surfing, climbing coconut trees, and skateboarding. One day, Joe was climbing the tallest tree on Cocoa Nutty Island when he slipped and fell, but surprisingly, he didn't get hurt. He actually landed on a patch of vines and moss. He then thought, "What fun this must be." Monkey Joe was so excited about his newfound fun that he and his other monkey friends explored the rest of Cocoa Nutty Island to find more bouncy places. They even found a smooth rock covered in water and slippery algae, which made a perfect slide. Eventually, Monkey Joe left his island to share his idea with kids and started his new business, Monkey Joe's. And that's the story of Monkey Joe's and how Monkey Joe became the mascot. It's a great story, better lore than Five Nights at Freddy's. So now that you've gotten to know Monkey Joe, it's now time to go over what you came here for. That's the mascot costumes, of course. There's not many, but obviously I can't do a history video without mentioning those, and it's kinda what Monkey Joe's is famous for, other than their attractions. So without further ado, here's Monkey Joe's mascot costume evolution.
Attention, young people! That means you! For the best and greatest birthday party in the world, you need to go to Monkey Joe's! Parents like to be involved in decisions, so here are things you should tell them. It's super clean. There are huge, bouncy, slidey inflatables and lots of wacky games. You get your own private party room and party hosts. There's no cleanup. That's important because parents don't like to clean. Have the best and greatest birthday party at Monkey Joe's. Go bananas!
Moving on to the costumed Monkey Joe, the earliest I could find of the original costume was from around 2006, so I'm guessing that's when it was created, though it could have also been around late 2005, just after the rebrand. This costume, for being the first mascot costume created for the character, is surprisingly good. It's pretty accurate to the cartoon design of Joe. That's probably because the company went big with choosing the company to bring Joe to life. This mascot suit was designed by the very well-known mascot making company, our good friend Olympus Group. These guys have made many mascot costumes that I've discussed on this channel, such as Andy the Armadillo from Texas Roadhouse, Blazin' Bill from Buffalo Wild Wings, Big Al from the University of Alabama, and of course, Louie the Cardinal from the University of Louisville. Talking about the costume itself, again, it's a really good costume, though there are a few flaws with it. Starting with the head, he's got dark purple fur on his head, arms and legs, while his hands and face are a lighter purple fleece color. His hair is not as spiky as the cartoon design, though I honestly prefer it like this. The main problems I have with this costume are the eyes and mouth. The eyes, while they do look good, the pupils are oftentimes looking in two different directions, making Joe look pretty derpy. However, this doesn't apply to all costumes. As for the mouth, it's okay. The lip doesn't protrude far, which is good, though the mouth does look weird at some angles. Really, his mouth should have been closed, since that would have matched the cartoon design. As for his body, it's nothing special. It's just the standard yellow sports shirt with red details, the MJ on the front, and his name and the number 10 on the back. He's also got the green shorts and red sneakers. This is normally where I talk about mascot costume variants, however Monkey Joe has barely any. This goes for all the mascot costumes. One thing I have noticed is that over the years, this Monkey Joe costume has sported different colored fur and fleece. Basically what I'm saying is that there seems to be a different costume for each location. Some costumes are a dark purple, while others are much lighter. Some have eyes crossed, while others don't. and some have spikier hair than others. I'm not sure why some look different. Maybe it has to do with aging or poor quality control, but I'm not sure. As for the actual costume variants, the only one I could find is this one where Joe is hanging out with Peppa Pig while sporting a Christmas vest. This Monkey Joe's mascot was used at many different events, not as many as some other mascots, but still quite a few, especially early on. Joe has been everywhere from sporting events to mostly community events, carnivals, fall festivals, or events taking place near the location. A lot of these events mostly involved Joe hanging out with other mascots. And of course he gets used for events taking place at the location. I mean, it is his place. Now you're probably wondering, how can you meet Monkey Joe if you visit one of his locations? Well, I'm not sure if he has a set schedule for when he comes out, but he does come out every single day, a few times a day. If you're having a birthday party, or there's another event happening there, you are bound to see him. This Monkey Joe mascot suit is surprisingly still being used today, despite almost being 20 years old, though most locations have retired it in favor of the next costume. For example, the closest Monkey Joe's location to me is in Lexington, Kentucky, and they actually kept this costume all the way up until last year. Now, I think there might only be 1 or 2 locations that primarily use this costume. Other locations sometimes rotate the costume with the next one I'll be talking about now.
Looking for a fun way to entertain your child? Come bounce with us at Monkey Joe's Lake Worth. Over 14,000 square feet of exciting inflatable slides, jumps, and obstacle courses to keep your 2 to 12-year-old happy and healthy. This is an official no boredom zone. Need a private party room? There's no better place than Monkey Joe's. There's even a special toddler zone, and adults always get in free. The corner of Lantana Road and Jog Road. Come bounce with us at Monkey Joe's.
Where the party big and play great.
Around the late 2000s or early 2010s, Monkey Joe's decided it was time to get a new mascot suit of their title character. This costume, which was also designed by Olympus Group, is very similar to the first one, though very different at the same time. Although this costume isn't bad, I do prefer the older costume more. One big change with this costume is the purple coloring of Joe's fur. Instead of being dark purple, it's much brighter, and sometimes it's just straight up light purple. His muzzle and hand color is also much lighter, being an even more pale purple color, almost appearing gray sometimes. Most of the issues I have with this costume is in the face. While the body is largely the same other than the lighter colors and the number 00 instead of 10, the head is completely new. The head is not as chunky, and his lips protrude out more. The mouth is slightly larger, but is still somewhat the same as before. The eyes are new, as instead of sticking out, they're now flat mesh, providing more vision to the performer. These flat eyes work sometimes, but in many photos, Monkey Joe looks like he's got solid black eyes. He's also got eyelids now, making him look kinda derpy, or sleepy. But it does match the logo. Finally, the hair is different. Now it's even more spikier than ever. Before I talk about costume variants, I want to bring up something. Did you know Monkey Joe wasn't the only mascot the company created around this time? Yes, there was another one. Say hello to Monkey Jane, the secondary mascot for Monkey Joe's. She's basically a gender-swapped Monkey Joe. And before someone comments, I have no clue what the relationship between Joe and Jane is. I don't know if she's Joe's sister or girlfriend. She's not explained anywhere in the lore. I want to assume Jane is Joe's sister, since they both look similar and have similar clothing, not to mention their names sound pretty similar. Talking about her character design, again it's very similar to Monkey Joe. Instead of purple, Jane has pink fur and light pink skin, and sports a ponytail with a yellow bow on it. Her outfit is the same as Joe's, except instead of green shorts and red shoes, she has purple shorts and purple shoes. Her yellow shirt is a much more pale color than Joe's is, and isn't a jersey. Finally, she has a green armband on her right arm. Shortly after her debut, a mascot costume was created, once again by Olympus Group. I honestly like this costume more than the Monkey Joe costume. She doesn't look nearly as creepy or unsettling as Joe. Jane's mascot suit is built pretty much the same way Joe's is, but her head is different with the inclusion of the ponytail and bow. I also noticed Jane isn't as fluffy as Joe. Something I didn't notice until now was that unlike the cartoon design, Monkey Jane's mascot suit doesn't have the green armband on her right arm. I wonder why that's the case. Did they forget? Okay, now let's talk about variant costumes for both Monkey Joe and Monkey Jane. And just like the last costume, there's really not much, but the ones we do have are still interesting. First, just like the first Monkey Joe costume, it appears like there's different versions of the current costume too. Like some costumes are darker in color, while others are lighter. Some have darker eyes, and the hair isn't as spiky. Also, sometimes Joe's skin color is more pink than purple. What's weird is that Jane doesn't really have any of these issues. I guess it's because Monkey Joe is used more than she is. As for variant outfits, here's Joe in a mustache. Here's Joe in normal-sized green sneakers. And here he is in a black shirt with a cool design on the front. My favorite outfits has to be these Ghostbuster costumes they wore for Halloween. They're just so awesome looking. This version of Monkey Joe along with Monkey Jane have been used in marketing and making appearances at events. Although it does look like the number of appearances made is less than the first costume. Monkey Joe does still go to local events, but most of the time he's limited to events that occur at the locations. Monkey Jane is used even less, since only a select handful of locations even have the costume. Sometimes if you're lucky, both mascots might get used for a birthday party. Sometimes Monkey Jane will do birthday parties solo. I'm guessing this happens when the Monkey Joe costume is being used somewhere else, or is damaged, or maybe you can choose which characters show up at your party. While researching for this video, I found a real interesting story involving Monkey Joe. It's the time Joe was used for a phobia intervention. You see, a mother wanted to help her child get over his fear of mascots, so she set up an intervention and invited Monkey Joe to participate. The magic was broken, as the child was shown the costume without someone in it. Then a Monkey Joe's employee put on each piece of the costume to show the kid that it was just a costume and not real. Everything was fine until they put on the head. The kid lost it. Even when the mother put on Joe's head, the kid still freaked out. Luckily, this story does have a happy ending, as during another event, the kid overcame his fear of mascots. I will leave a link in the description to the full blog post if you're interested. I used to have a mascot fear, believe it or not, but I got over it once I started getting into cosplay. But if I saw this in my house, I would probably piss myself. With a face like that, Monkey Joe has probably scared hundreds of children, even more so than Chuck E. Cheese. One last thing, I want to bring up merchandise and other miscellaneous things regarding Monkey Joe. Despite Monkey Joe being a Chuck E. Cheese wannabe, he does have some merchandise. Most of it is pretty hard to find nowadays, but it does exist. These include t-shirts, small knickknacks, and plush toys. I also can't forget to mention the iconic Monkey Joe's inflatables that every location has. There's a lot out there, but here's just a couple of them. First, there's this wonderful lad, which I think is the first one ever made. He's got a really weird face and long sleeves. Then there's this one, which is better, but much shorter. Then there's this one, which looks okay. Then there's the standard version everyone's familiar with. And finally, this epic skateboarding one on an inflatable slide. Last but not least, there's this ugly-ass statue located in locations that have a large play place. What is up with that face? It is hideous! There's also a Monkey Jane version which looks worse. Why are her pupils so big? She reminds me of this statue from Malibu Jax. And before someone asks, no, I'm not doing a history video on Malibu Jax, since they don't have a costumed character. But with that, this officially concludes the history of Monkey Joe's mascots. And there you have it, the history of mascots that represent Monkey Joes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was short, but there's really not much info on Monkey Joes in general. I looked for as much info as I can, but as always, if I missed something, please comment it in the comments section down below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below which Monkey Joe's costume is your favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the History Of series. Bye-bye!
Oh, you want to go bananas? It's time for some monkey business. Let's dance. In the jungle, climbing a tree. Climbing a tree, climbing a tree. Looking for some food to eat. Food to eat, food to eat. Gotta swing from vine to vine. I think I see a banana. Let's grab it and peel it back. Peel it back, peel it back. Take a bite, that's good. It makes me wanna. Make me wanna. Dance like a monkey. Dance like a monkey. Dance like a monkey. Okay, now let's dance like some different primates. Come on! Scratch your fur like a chimpanzee. Chimpanzee, chimpanzee. Hop around like a lemur. Boing, 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 boing. Beat your chest like gorilla. Ooh, 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 ooh. Swing your arms like orangutan. Orangutan, orangutan. But if you wanna go crazy, let's eat a banana. Make me wanna. Dance like a monkey. Dance like a monkey. Dance like a monkey. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance underneath the cabana. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance, I really wanna. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance while I wear a bandana. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance, I really wanna. Dance like a monkey. Dance like a monkey. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance underneath the cabana. When I eat a banana, I really wanna dance, I really wanna. Dance like a monkey.
You're still here? The video's over. Go home. Oh wait, you are already home. Anyways, thanks for watching.